Wow, 11K. Okay. From the Britney, yeah.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
It's doing what it's doing.
Hmm.
Oh boy. So, hey. So, I'm trying to understand. Because I didn't watch. You watched. These weirdos did a live about me this morning.
Yeah,
Mm.
both ways. Um, both ways, y'all. It's a channel called Both Ways. I should just tell y'all what they about. They go both ways. They go both ways between the truth and the lie. And streets say one of them go both ways.
Hey, Pat Blair. Hey, Kiki Eyes.
In fact,
Hey, Amanda.
let me pull up
Thanks,
transcripts.
Southerly. Yvonne is in the house.
Both ways.
What's going on, Kareem?
Can both ways.
Well, today, yes, people are. We decided, since this is kind of just like a candid conversation, um, to make it subscriber mode only today for this chat. Yeah, so you can comment today if you're a subscriber. Who else do we have in here? Some new names. Hey, ACG. Big Fred. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, Shannon. Yvonne, of course. And guys, let's not forget ACG had a birthday. ACG, another great solar return. ACG, alive and kicking, and we are so happy. We love it, our family. And we're growing. But honestly, part of the reason why we're kind of leaving it open a little bit is you guys know our 1 year goal was to make it to 100K. That was our goal. Um and we're almost there. We are almost there. We're just shy of 3,000 away from making it to our goal. We were kind of hoping we could do it in the 1 year. It's been almost a month since that. So, you know, we figured let some people come in, let them get to know us, let them get to communicate and see, who knows, maybe we'll make it. But yes, please, everyone make sure we're wishing ACG a happy birthday. So I don't know. I'm a little disappointed with the internet right now. What about you?
I'm very disappointed, and I got the receipts and narratives because that's why I'm coming. You see, I finally got the first episode off, at least on my channel, be members only. And even as I was putting together this video, finalizing it, I'm like looking at a few things and hearing a few things and like thinking about, oh man, people are just like certain little things will bypass, just slide past you. I'll just say it like that. Very disappointed in the internet because people nowadays is just running with whatever, you know what I'm saying? Uh, um, I said both ways, or yeah, both ways. Just did a video saying Jaguar says Erica knew Diddy.
Oh yeah.
which is a blatant lie. Number one, Jaguar never said that Erica Kirk knew Diddy. And what it looks like is they're reacting to an AI video that said Jaguar Wright says Erica Kirk knew Diddy. And the irony is, you got a few people who are in the comment sections of this channel that they're critical thinkers. They can think for themselves, and that's great. I advise everyone to build up their critical thinking skills because it's just a whole bunch of blatant lies that are on the internet right now. And like you say, I'm disappointed too. So some commenter named Anonymous says Jaguar never lets a lie go to waste. No one cares about you, Jag. What happened with Diddy and why weren't you called to testify? It ain't got nothing to do with what the video was talking about. And then
Hold on, this is on the AI video or on the
this is
both
actually
ways?
on both ways.
Who is that
Going
that
both
said that?
ways. I just told you, Anonymous.
Oh, Anonymous is one of the trolls
Yeah, I can imagine.
from the troll farm. Yeah, Anonymous has been around for quite some time. Yeah.
And then someone commenting under them, there's no video to prove that Jaguar actually said what's being alleged by the narrator on the video.
Oops.
At least in this case, Jaguar has nothing to do with this narrative. But yet, both ways, you go both ways between the lie and the truth. They
Well,
they 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 running with it.
can we just remind people who both ways is?
Well, it used to be called two week. We used to affectionately call them 2 week, and they had to change their whole thing.
They had to change their name
Yeah,
apparently because they have no credibility. I've noticed that when it comes to a lot of these troll channels, when they have exhausted all of their lies and when they have exhausted all of their foolishness and when they have been called out and their views completely drop down through the floor and nobody wants to talk to them or hear them or show up in their weirdo live streams or whatever the case may be, they change the name.
right. Like someone now is hacking, jacking real life, and they call themselves bro real life
Yeah.
because your name is shit. So therefore, you gotta run with something else.
It's really weird. I used to look at how content creators would jack each other's names. They would take a piece of the name, the most recognizable part of the name, and then they would add a little something to it so that when people would see that particular moniker that they went to go put in the search engine, their names would pop up too. Like, I never realized Messy Sweet Spot, that Messy Madaz person, the British strumpet,
Oh, that
that
went
weirdo, yeah.
that
She
trollop.
took her name from that. But when I was looking at that video of some of the, YouTubers who have been, unalived, one of the biggest names on there was the messy guy from New Orleans. And he was around before all the other messies. So it's
Mhm.
starting to look like, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing different.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And it's like he passed away. So the name Messy was up for grabs. And then people, it's really interesting what people do to build their channels. It's yeah. So anyway, should we just give a little background on how we know both ways?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it.
Okay, let's just give a little background. Because there's a reason why them doing any videos about me is kind of egregious and kind of disgusting. And actually, it ties into another content creator
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who, recently is making his way, you know, through these YouTube streets, getting a little notoriety or whatever. And I'm just finding it funny because what I've learned is trolls of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
If you're tapped in to one water, one stream of trolling, 9 times out of 10, you're affiliated with this person or that person.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was very interesting when I found out that BJ Investigates is linked to Ling Ling.
Hmm.
That was wild to me
Yeah. Interesting.
because when you know, I don't know, I guess my initial introduction to BJ Investigates was with Popcorn Planet and Andy Signore. That's how I was familiar
Mm-hmm.
um, with BJ. I had really never paid attention to the content. We keep we're tight with what we watch and how we watch, and um, if we're not investigating something or researching something, the content creators that we watch usually have nothing to do with the kind of stuff that we deal with in the content that we make.
Right. Right.
You are very big on your technology channels and keeping up with what's going on with tech. You already know me. I'm very big on, you know, looking at what's happening in certain pop culture realms, but most of the stuff that I do is research. Like, the only channels that I really can honestly say that I watch are people that are affiliated to us. Um and a lot of Bible content, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um Sometimes I'll check out what's going on in, just different algorithms, but I really can't say that I watch there's a whole lot of channels that I watch. Like, who would you say that I watch? I would say I watch Murad,
Yeah.
but I only watch certain parts of Murad's content. I couldn't tell you anything about his royal family content. I couldn't tell you anything about his Love Island or his reality show content. Like, I couldn't tell you any of that.
Yeah.
Um, everyone knows that I check out Miss Lowdown. But I couldn't even tell you everything about all her content.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that that's not the game for me. That's not the world that I live in. So, anywho's, and like I was saying, I had no idea who BJ was. She wasn't in any of my algorithms. She wasn't around.
Right.
So when I found out after, you know, becoming familiar with her over at Popcorn Planet, when I found out that she was affiliated with Ling Ling, and for those of you who don't know who Ling Ling is down the rabbit hole. And we usually don't run around saying a bunch of names and dropping a bunch of people's channels because we don't go out of our way to promote what we don't really jive with. But for this conversation, I think it's kind of important because we need to talk about origins and connections, right?
Yep.
So, down the rabbit hole, I affectionately call her Ling Ling. It hurts her so much. Like, I guess she got so offended by me calling her Ling Ling that she did like 6 videos where she kept speaking Spanish to try to prove to that she wasn't Asian. I thought that was brilliant.
That was funny.
That was brilliant.
That was funny.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. So so yeah, it's it was really interesting. But how I found out that BJ was linked to uh down the rabbit hole, aka Ling Ling, was there was a members only live apparently that happened, and it wasn't a good one. It was a members only live that was attacking Natanya Rubin. And this was all like, while the Diddy trial was still, going on, and people were doing whatever they were doing. But apparently, down the rabbit hole, aka Ling Ling, was sitting over there with BJ Investigates, and they were ripping Natanya apart.
Hmm.
They were dragging her, talking all kinds of crazy about her. Like it was kind of crazy. And this is what a lot of these people do. They pretend to be one way on their public videos, and then they go back and they do their members only content, and they are themselves. They behave the way they behave. Listen to me. LA chick, I'm not asking for hypervigilance. I'm not asking for everyone to believe everything that anyone says, whether it's me, whether it's Natanya, whether it's nobody. But if you've come to realize that, people are genuine and honest in what they're doing and what they're sharing, and you say, hey, I'm supporting that, then that's great. The issue that I have is when people start going out of their way to rally people to not believe someone,
Yeah.
to rally people to dislike someone. And this is the thing, if you're going to do that, then at least give us evidence why we should. There is nobody that we've ever spoken out about or against that we haven't given good sound reason for why you should be nervous about listening to this person, or why you should think twice about listening to this person.
Hmm.
And even in all of that, we never say, hey, you better not be over there, and don't go over there, and
Right.
whoopty whoopty woo, and yada yada yada. Whatever you choose to do is what you choose to do. Now, that doesn't mean that we're interested in clienteling with a bunch of people who like being caught up in the mess either, because we really not.
Yeah.
We're really not. We try our best not to welcome a bunch of mess into our chats. And oh, salute, Claudia. I don't know if we've ever seen you before. Hi, Jag. Been watching your content before the P Morgan interview. I'm pretty sure it was on Real Life Street Stars. Okay. Well, welcome to the chat today. That's the other thing. A lot of people don't even know that I've had channels or that I have a channel.
Hmm.
A lot of people think that I only exist on these AI channels or other people's channels. So, welcome to the Jaguar Wright effect. But let's just be very clear about something. When you start getting these people who like to, tell you who to listen to, tell you what to think, or go out of their way to try to destroy someone's character, or go out of their way to say this, that, I mean, because essentially that's what a lot of these videos do about me, right?
Hmm.
They're sitting online all day, all night, lying about me, making up videos about me. And I think that so many content creators have been burned because, they pretty much got busted for doing misinformation, disinformation, propaganda on me, that it's affected their views as the time has gone by. So, you know, they got more AI channels now.
Hmm.
And what I'm realizing that they're doing, and this is the new thing that they're doing, they get the AI channels to do a bunch of crazy stories about me
Right.
and make up a bunch of stuff about me. And then the content creators come in and do reaction videos
Right.
to the AI content. So this is
It's a release of almost a release of liability. Let me read the last little something I'm gonna say about what someone on
yeah, no,
Folkway
let's
said.
get into
It's
it.
funny. They were basically like, "Look, stop this already. You don't know anything either." And I've gotten so I don't believe anything you have to say. You make innuendos all the time. Your laughter, or should I say, your fake laughter, is irritating, and nothing is laughable about Charlie's death. I keep hoping you will quit being so annoying. and that you have something to add to this conversation instead of acting like a fool. There was a time I looked forward to hearing what you had to say, but no more. Watch yourselves. And if someone acted like you do, you would have so much to say about him or her. Marlon, you're not entertaining or funny. You will lose your audience. So you got a bunch of D riders in the chat. I mean, in their comment section.
Saying
But
what?
just in general, just stupid stuff about, oh yeah, this is good, good. But again, this isn't even news. Like they ran with an AI channel that did not even point out where you said what they said in the headlines. So they're running misinformation on a misinform like it's double the misinformation. And the last person that just called that out,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's the gist of what people are looking at right now. They can see it. They can see it. I don't know.
I just started watching Rabbit because of BJ. I only knew the recent stuff. I didn't know anything before that. If anyone I know do a video on you, best believe I will tag you. I love you. Listen to me, TT Marie. I feel you, but you ain't even got to do that because I'm really not interested unless it's saying something that's pertinent or important. If it's just another clout chase video or whatever the case may be,
They can keep it.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But see, what I'm realizing is they're trying to build up their little armies again. Now, as far as BJ is concerned, I can't say that I have anything against her personally. I can't say that um there's anger there or that there's hatred there. Not in any way. What I don't like are people that throw rocks and hide their hands.
Yeah.
What I don't like are people that pretend to be one way in their public videos, but in all honesty, they're hateful and they're nasty and they're really just mean spirited in their members only content. It's kind of scary, when I think about all of the stuff and all of the videos that were done over the summer. And it was wild because when Natanya first called BJ out,
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
You were, yeah.
I was like, like literally,
Yeah.
I was kind of like thrown back because I thought that BJ had been, supportive of Natanya to a certain extent. At least that's what I thought. That's what she showed publicly. But then after I found out about the members only live
Mm-hmm.
and that she brought Ling Ling in to destroy an actual victim. Once upon a time, I used to be a big supporter of Ticket TV, and everyone knows that. I was a moderator over there. And it was perfectly fine. And the thing is we didn't have no bad nothing.
No.
There was nothing bad that ever happened between me and Ticket TV. Nothing at all. Matter of fact, even when he was trying to run with that video, talking about the lawsuit
Yeah.
and talking about me being implicated as a Diddy employee and how I was allegedly a part of the essay on, on Ashley Parham and all of that. I came and I showed up. I asked him to drop the link. He didn't want to drop it at first. But he eventually dropped it because he said, for fairness, he had to read the report and he had to do this and he had to read the paperwork and whatever the case may be. So I stuck around and I listened to the lies. And I came and I told him, you want to know what's funny? Ticket never did a retraction on that video.
No.
Ticket never did a retraction. Never did a retraction. He read that, he did that stuff. I came and said what I had to say. And then when I came back, there was no retraction. There was no breaking news.
Right.
We sat down with Jaguar Wright. Matter of fact, he didn't even clip up the video of me sitting with him, telling him it was lies,
Right.
and say Jaguar Wright was not there. Our girl Kadisha Lynn, she went and she discovered that Jag was in jail. It's
Mm-hmm.
not true. It's
Mm-hmm.
not possible. Never happened. And you know what? I never asked him to do that. I didn't even hold him accountable on it. I didn't say anything. The fallout between me and Ticket TV didn't even happen until one day out of nowhere, he was attacking Natanya Rubin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people tend to forget that. I think a lot of people tend to forget. Like, it's really weird because even with the whole Lamisha Fuller thing, he was sitting over there. He was caping for Lamisha so hard. Oh, he was caping for Lamisha so hard. He was going off on anybody. He was cussing everybody out who called that girl a liar. He was saying all this and all of that. And you don't know, and you don't know, and you don't know. And I felt so bad for him because I knew she was a fraud. But I can't tell him what to do. I can't tell him what to say. And all I asked everybody was to give Ticket some grace.
Yeah.
I actually asked people that. I said, give Ticket some grace because this is the danger with these all these fake Diddy people.
Right.
They're literally convincing people to believe in them. And then when it came out that she was a fraud, Ticket up. Man, I ain't never gonna believe nobody again. I really believe that girl. Whoopty whoopty whoop. And yada 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 and so on and so forth, right? I didn't hold Ticket high for that. I didn't clown him for that. Not at all. Not at all. And I kept asking people to give him grace because he was fooled just like everybody else was fooled.
Mm-hmm.
But then all I know is one day I think somebody hit us up in the chat, in our group chat. And man, they said Ticket is attacking Natanya. Ticket is online attacking Natanya.
Yeah.
Didn't understand why. Matter of fact, I still don't. Do you?
Yeah. It just came out of nowhere. It was really unwarranted. You
It was
know.
right before the trial. It was right before the trial. And when I tell you he was over there making fun of her name, I think he was calling her a fake Diddy victim or something like that. Like he he should apologize to both me and Natanya. Listen to me. I think he should have apologized as well. But the thing was, I could have held him high on that.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I still could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I could ask, how is it that you was all down for defending and protecting the fake Diddy victim, but you actually went after and disrespected a real one and didn't even know why? And I think to a certain extent, he kind of apologized regarding the time. Yeah, I think he said
Yeah.
he made a mistake
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or something like that. And the only thing I said was, what you doing, Hoss? Now, this is the same guy that everybody likes to run around heralding as someone who's standing for the truth,
Mm-hmm.
someone who's always giving up the real stuff. And people want to talk about his paperwork because he has a Pacer account and all of this and all of that. But he didn't bother to do no real research on Natanya Rubin before he started trying to rip her to shreds.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't think anybody really paid attention to that. Meanwhile, all of this was leading up to the trial.
Right.
All of this was leading up to the trial. Now, we're not even going to talk about what the new Diddy headline is that everyone's running with since don't nobody got no Diddy content. Let's talk about it. Exactly. It does kind of sound, Dewana, it does kind of sound intentional. You sitting there, you propping up a fake Diddy victim hard as hell until it gets to the point where this person is disgraced. But then you going to go after the real victim.
Someone who really was. Yeah. Yeah.
And then, as me being your moderator and someone who supported you and encouraged people to listen to you and watch you, next thing you know, Listen to me. Talking crazy as hell about Natanya. No, 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 no. Hope, they did a members only live. It wasn't public. BJ brought
Mm-hmm.
down the rabbit hole. See, and for those of y'all who don't understand, I'm telling you right now, Hope, there was a members only live. Were you in that members only live? Because watching every bit, listen to me. I know Ling Ling was going after Natanya Rubin. I'm asking you, did you see the members only live that was done with BJ? And I don't believe that it was on BJ's channel. It was on Ling Ling's channel. But BJ came up and was sitting there going back and forth about it. Did you see the members only live? Hope? Because, see, that's the thing. That's what a lot of these content creators do. They do a members only content and they sit there and they act one way. And then they come back online and pretend. And all of their subscribers who are members, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what's going on. But I have no reason to make that up. I have no reason to make that up at all. And I know it was Lang Lang. I know it was. But once again, I have it on good authority. I have it on good authority. And I'm not saying that I was at that members only live because I wasn't. I don't have memberships on any of these people's channels. I don't. Very few people I have a membership on. Yes, it is diabolical to talk about Natanya Rubin. There was a lot of Natanya slander
Mm-hmm.
leading up to the trial. And there were some interesting things that happened. But what I will say is no, I was not present for that members only live, but I have it on good authority to believe the person that told me all of this that happened. Nope, I'm about J and BJ, so no checking. Here, okay. I don't want anybody arguing over this. I really don't. I don't want anybody arguing about this because it really has nothing to do with the greater point I'm trying to make. Let's not get caught up on semantics. I'm just telling you, I have it on very good authority. And I believe my source. So, once again, like I was saying, when you start seeing certain people are linked, and let's just be clear about this, Hope, BJ endorses Ling Ling.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ling Ling is attached to another content creator.
Mm-hmm.
We call her the robot,
The Hobot.
but some people know that person is Danny Robertson. I very rarely say her name. I don't say her name often. Listen to me. I had no issue with BJ. None. And like I said, still don't. Ain't no hate there. People can deal with who they want to deal with. I pay attention to the origin of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying all of this for a reason. Because you'll see. But you gotta not live in your emotions right now. You gotta just listen to what we're telling you, what we're sharing with you. because we're trying to show you how like all of this disinformation moves around the way it moves around,
Yeah.
and how things happen the way they happen and what's going on. But you got to be willing to listen to it though. So now, Ling Ling, I hear you, Hope, and I understand that. But I want you to think about this. All of these people trade information with one another. BJ is linked to Rabbit, and Rabbit is linked to Danny Robertson. And guess who else Danny Robertson is also linked to? Both ways. I want y'all to think about that. Now, Both Ways was introduced to us by Ronnie Bow. That's how we met Both Ways. Didn't know nothing about Both Ways. Not at all. And you know what? I don't know if I would say that BJ don't hate me, because she has some real interesting things to say about me in the midst of the whole Demore Hadley
Yeah.
thing. Actually, she said some things that were kind of disrespectful. She referred to me as a nut job, and then tried to pretend like she didn't know who I was. Actually, let's get that clear right now. In the midst of the lawsuits, when we were, the empire was, striking back, and people were trying to sue and come after and take the channels down of everybody who was, doing anything on the Demore Hadley story. uh you know they came for BJ, they came for us, they came for everybody. They fake came for Trash K. It was very interesting. It was a very interesting time. Um, Listen to me. I have been on panel with her. I was on panel with her over there at Popcorn Planet, which is why I found a lot of things that happened a little strange. Now, when she first did her content, when we first did our content, we asked everybody to support. Matter of fact, BJ even said you should go over and check out Jag's content,
Mm-hmm.
and I told everybody, make sure you check out BJ's content. We shouted out Xavier. We shouted out everybody because we wanted the story to get as much visibility as possible, because we knew they were fighting against it heavy here in the YouTube algorithm. We knew it. We knew it. So when, they came after Demore for sanctions, trying to say that she was doing this a social media smear campaign against Desiree Perez, BJ read the paperwork. And then she sat there, and she did what she always does, and these other content creators, and don't loop me in with all these nut jobs. And I'm not the one who did a 4-part series about it. I don't even know who that is. But they're sitting there, and it's called Defending Your Freedom. She said that the very video that she encouraged people to go watch. Am I the only person that noticed that? She called me a nut job and tried to pretend like she didn't know what my video was. I didn't get involved in her beef between her and Natanya. Didn't get involved in that at all. Didn't jump on board. I didn't spread it. I didn't say anything. I minded my business and I prayed on the situation. But for her to come after me, and I think part of the reason why she did was because I had something to say about her, making excuses for YouTube, saying that YouTube didn't have anything to do with the copyright strikes and all of that stuff
Mm.
that was going on with the Demore Hadley story and how she tried to blame it all on Rock Nation and YouTube didn't have anything to do with it. That wasn't true.
Right.
I called her out on it because it wasn't true. I'm just, it wasn't true. YouTube was very complicit.
Mm-hmm.
They let everybody else's channel and video get taken down except for Tasha K. For Tasha K, they stopped it. And even the email that she put up to say that Desiree Perez came to strike her wasn't even the right email. Like it was insane. But I think sometimes people get so caught up in, allegiance and loyalty that they really don't pay attention to what's going on. So I just want to be very, very, very clear. I look at who associates with who. The second that I see a content creator going after somebody unnecessarily or wrong, and I don't agree with what they're doing, I back up. I step away. I don't want to be associated. It ain't right. So now let's look at another intersection. So 2 Week comes to us, introduced to us by Ronnie Bowe. We knew nothing about them, had no idea who they were. It started off with talking with Corey Fair. That's who it started off with. There was no interaction with Marlena, not at all.
Mm-mm.
It was all Corey Fair. And Corey Fair wanted to talk about this, and Corey Fair wanted to talk about that. It was like, when was it that I started becoming suspicious of their motives? Like around the Allie Carter time?
Mm-hmm.
Was it? Because they were supposed to be exposing Allie Carter.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever reason, they fell all the way back on it, but they announced it on my channel when they know that all trolls was,
Mm-hmm.
because I told you that didn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Why would, and let's be clear, before that, even before that happened, they were already doing weird stuff like allowing a bunch of trolls to come in their chat and troll me while I was sitting with them live. Um, there was also an issue when they had that Quiet Gospel Storm guy over there. And I was like, I wouldn't trust him if I were you. And then they started trying to block me from panels. If I came and hit the link, they would leave me sitting backstage. Like
Yeah.
they were doing a lot of trolling behavior. Meanwhile, their engagement would be down on any other live that they did,
Yep.
except for when they allowed the weirdos to come in their chat and troll me and talk crazy about me. They would have people in there lying about me because it shot the engagement up. And that's when we realized, oh, they all the way troll farm. All the way troll farm. Make you no mistake about it. Then they come over and announce that they're going to be exposing Allie Carter on our channel
Mm-hmm.
right after the new year.
Mm-hmm.
And I told them good luck. We were very interested. And if anyone remembers, that's when we started our espionage ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
The troll ducking receipt started right there. And it was funny because they were supposed to be doing it. And then they announced when they were going to be dropping their receipts because they had this video and they had that video. And so I used an inside spy, Selma, Amber, Ambi,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, the one legged woman.
One-legged trollop.
So, oh, you experienced it, Gigi, honey. I hear you. And I'm sorry for what has happened to you because it's not fun. but I think very few people have truly lived it at the level that I've lived it at.
Mhm.
It's very intense because these people go real world in my life. They have gone real world in my life on a whole nother level. So anyway, we had leaked some bad information saying that I had made contact with Allie Carter and that I was going to help Allie Carter to one of their spies. And the second that I did that, the Allie Carter plan went warp speed. They started burning her down. They started tearing her apart. They started doing all kinds of things. It was really interesting. It was like they had to find a way to invalidate her before I could get to her. And guess what? It never happened. It never happened. I played a big trick on them. That was a great trick. Oh, see, for those who are over here, y'all know the whole troll ducking thing. And honestly, we have it in the catalog. Feel free to go through the channel and look into the troll ducking live.
Hmm.
Because it took us about what a month to put that whole thing together and go layer by layer by layer. Oh my goodness. Congrats to my appearance on Morbid Melon. What's Morbid Melon?
I don't know what the hell that is.
I don't know. What's Morbid Melon? I made an appearance. I don't know what Morbid Melon is. Does anyone here know what Morbid Melon is? It's a YT channel. I don't know. I've never seen it. I made an appearance.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting. I I, I have no idea. I have no. Should we look it up?
We can.
Let's look it up. Because I don't think people really understand how this game works, how it goes. What's wild is that all of these lies, for whatever reason, seem to stack up and stack up and stack up, and then the next thing you know, they're saying I said it or did something on Google, or I
Mhm.
said it or I did something on TMZ, or the next thing you know, somebody's supposed to be suing me for something that I never said. So let's see. I don't know. Maybe somebody's just saying it because they're trying to get a little oh, look. The Puppet Master.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Okay, I gotta check that out. That's funny.
So these are like
Yeah,
cartoons.
I'm gonna check it out. That's funny.
Interesting. Well, it's Jag is a guy, TJ Cartoon Channel on YouTube. Dissing me. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Huh. Interesting. So this is what we're doing now.
Clown ass.
You want to know what's really funny? That people don't see. That people really don't see. No, not dissing me. I don't know. I don't know. I can't even begin to tell you. My name is being used for one thing or another every day, isn't it?
Hmm.
Wake up and I said this, I did this, I said this, I did that. I don't know. Maybe people are just mad because I be catching them at they bullshit and I be setting up bear traps. Because there's a whole video that was running around 2 week. They were trying to prove that I was a witch,
Hmm.
and then people started running with that and it was so funny because I knew what they was trying to do, and I just played them. I beat them at their own game. I played them. It's just wild to me. I know i know that's what's crazy. And I think for me that's the part that kind of just like throws me off, because it doesn't matter how much truth I tell or how honest I am about what's going on. People are just going to continue to keep lying about
Hmm.
me and lying about me and lying about me. It's uh it's kind of weird. Honestly, guys, we don't need to bring up the TG name. Like, I don't even want to talk about the TG name because all of that is uh so it's Trevor Green. That's his cartoon channel.
Oh, is that right?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. That's good. We get to
Like, does people, like, I guess people really don't understand how,
defamation works.
not even defamation, just terrorism.
Yeah, that part. I mean,
Because that's the name of someone who essayed me back in 2009 at firearm point. Like, I don't even think people realize how terrible that was. And the only reason I was forced to admit it, yeah, yeah, D Rock, Trevor Green is the name of a person who raped me back in 2009. He's Jamaican, and he was a very dangerous person. And the only reason I mentioned his name and the only reason that I said all of those things that I said was because people were trying to find a way. I don't know if he's still alive or not. I don't know. Haven't heard or seen hide nor hair of him since 2010 at all. Matter of fact, the last time I had real conversations about him before now was with the police, because I was giving them information so that they could apprehend him. He was leaked to multiple red rooms. It was awful. Yeah. He was following the man that I was engaged to at the time, threatening to harm him. There was a lot that came along with all of that. Yeah. And last I heard, he was leaving the country and going back to Jamaica so he could hide from the charges that they were trying to lobby against him here in the United States. Like I said, this was back over 15 years ago. And the only reason that name came up, by the way, If you go and you research the name Trevor Green, you won't see that name operating in any way, shape, or form before last year. Not at all. And it's crazy because this was right after the Cassie video popped out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking with Storm Monroe. Tiffany Haddish was there that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure that she left before I got to talking to them because I didn't want her name drug into anything that may or may not be said. I didn't think it was fair to her considering she actually had an association with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, oh no, he was stone mad crazy. Stone mad crazy. Um wow. What's even weirder though is that I was talking about what had happened to Cassie and what Diddy had done to Cassie and what everyone saw on that video. And I said, I know what that feels like because that's happened to me. That's what I said. That's happened to me. I've had somebody do me the way he did her. I know what that feels like. Hmm. And instead, Storm Monroe and YouTube, I guess, or whoever he's being instructed by, hey, Michael, thank you. Or whoever he's being instructed by, decided that he was going to take that video and find a way to AI it to make it sound like the story that I told about Trevor Green. I said it about Sean Carter. How many times did you have to listen to it before you realized? Because they did a pretty decent job. It wasn't a terrible hack job,
Mm-hmm.
but it was total AI. And it's wild because that video took place in May. And yet, when did the exposure happen? In August? When they tried to expose me for that, it was in August. And then it was initially said that it was Tasha K who discovered that I said it.
Mm-hmm.
How did Tasha K figure out that I said something about Jay-Z on Storm Monroe's video? It had been sitting there for months. And then that's when people started looking at that video a little bit differently. We did whole AI breakdown conversations on how the background didn't look right, the shadows were off, the way my earring was, the wind was blowing yet my hair wasn't moving, my earring would go. Oh my goodness, yeah. It was Tasha K who discovered that I said that about Jay-Z on Storm Monroe's video, and it had happened 3 months before the so-called exposure. And then people want to sit there and say, oh no, I was there, you said it, you said it. But what was really funny was is that the original video was taken down, and then the next thing you know, there was a premiere that was done. They re-premiered it to make it look like it happened in real time. Now, my people that follow me, they were there at the original one. They know that that wasn't said. The re-premiere had all the Storm Monroe's people there, saying that it was said, saying that it was real. And guess what? That video ain't up on Storm Monroe's channel at all anymore, is it? It's just gone. Instead, they got another mouth breather named Andre Turner, who goes by AT2, to go running around telling everybody that the video was real. The video was real. Jaguar Wright said this. He did some fake interview with Media Takeout. And then TMZ picked it up from there. And then I came forward and said, the person who did that to me was Trevor Green. I did not say Sean Carter did that to me because Sean Carter did not do that to me. That was Trevor Green. That was when I first mentioned the name. I said it in a video on my channel. At the last address that I had that was doxxed. Tierra Whack is dope. And guess what? It's whack that nobody really knows who she is. Um, I'm sorry, Vdu 100, the video was not real. And you're not with me if you're going to sit up here and tell me that you believe me. Okay? Because I'm telling you the video wasn't real. How about that? So, what we're going to do for you, since you want to come through here and you want to lie, we're going to report you for misinformation because the video was not real. If the video was real, then why did Storm Monroe take it down? Why didn't he put it back up? Because see, him leaving it up, that would have been against the law. And honestly, it is against the law. It's against the law that it was broadcasted at all. So yeah, since you want to come through here and see, this is why we don't really do these kinds of chats because they always want to bring people through. Oh, honey, he gone. He gone. But it's nice to know that everyone's watching. You think Tasha K sometimes misleads people? You think? That's sad if you don't know. She just did an interview with Cat Williams' brother, who apparently someone had to come back and let her know. I don't know if it was Cat or not. She said it was Cat Williams, but she ain't got no voice clip. She ain't got no sit down. She ain't got no nothing. But apparently somebody had to come back and let her know that that man is in and out of mental hospitals. Yes, I do. I do. I try to open people's eyes. Tasha K is one of the biggest liars ever on the internet, and it's really sad. I feel sorry for anyone who believes anything that comes out of her mouth. We call her Trasher the Grouch or Trasher K around here. So yeah, that's where the name Trevor Green came from, and they turned it into an account. They turned it into a persona. This person puts up all kinds of weird stuff about me, and it's all to gaslight me. It's actually mental cruelty, is what it is. To sit there and to constantly try to gaslight someone and throw uh, someone who raped them. And to throw it all over the place and for people to run around talking about it, yes, it is harassment. So I'm curious, how has that channel been reported 80 trillion times and it hasn't been taken down yet? And salute to Kenny Lattimore and his wife Faith, because maybe it's time to go after the Trevor Green channel.
No, we will. No, trust me.
Maybe it's time to do
Lay it
that.
all out right now. It will happen. All that. He's gonna get discovered. No damn
I
question.
mean, in my heart of hearts, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned, I believe it's Michael Braggs Jr. I have every reason to believe it was Michael Braggs Jr. And that's just that. But like I said, that's just my opinion. I can't say that it's a fact. Storm was saying you were scared of something. No, 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 no. Ain't nobody scared of nobody. Storm Monroe is another liar, and he's another very, 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 very sad person that's supposed to be a content creator who apparently doesn't have anything to lose and is willing to lie and lie and lie up to the point. The only thing that hasn't happened to him yet is that he hasn't had a Tasha K lawsuit like she had with Cardi B. But then again,
Keep it up. It'll happen.
that was all staged anyway, as well, in my opinion, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. Um, but yeah, thanks for telling me about another content creator that I knew nothing about and don't see myself worrying about it. Because once again, that's what brought us here. That's what brought us here this morning to talk about this video of me. Didn't you say somebody said, was it the AI video people that said that I had multiple thumbnails of Erica Kirk?
You've done multiple stories at multiple thumbnails.
Mm.
This is what they're saying.
This is what they're saying. I've had multiple stories and multiple this and multiple that. Well, let's take a look. Let's look through my library. There's one.
That's it. It's just the one. That's it.
There's one. And let's see. Oh yeah, this video was me saying that I'm not doing content on Erica Kirk. That's what that video was all about. But see, that's how they play it. The AI video gets to tell all kinds of lies, gets to say all kinds of crap, and then the content creator gets to do a reaction video to it.
Right.
So this way, well, it's not me. I didn't lie. I was just doing a reaction to this video and whoop de woo and yada yada yada. You sent an AI video of me. Honey, there's so many, I can't even keep up. But see, this is how they're trying to find their way to work around things. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, is anybody going to talk about Diddy's release?
Well, that's what they've been talking about.
Let's talk about Diddy's release. Because that's another hot topic that seems to be so elusive. It's just it's kind of interesting. It probably is from one of the fake Jag accounts. It's just really sad. It's really sad. Yes, 2028, the year that the Trump administration is going to be coming to a close. Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
I was heated. He deleted all of the videos of you and him, like, dang. Who you talking about? Drizzle Monroe? He can delete it. He should delete it. So he don't get fired. Or so he don't get sued. He should delete it. He made his money off of it. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about Diddy's release for a second. So I'm going to start with the first content creator. Actually, you know what? Fair use. Auntie Leah, could you put up a fair use so I can tag it? Because I just want to play just a little bit, just a few things. Diddy isn't out. Diddy's not out at all. Diddy's still in jail. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Willie D, member of the legendary rap group, the Ghetto Boys out of Houston, Texas, 1.1 million subscribers. Why? I don't know. Um, I don't understand it. But you know what? We're gonna pin this in the chat. Fair use, fair use. It's just really interesting. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 51,000 views and I do not feel like bringing these bags with on this video. Coming in from the outside of the U.S. He might even be at the game. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, fam. Might be going home within 48 hours. So that means that if they release, if Diddy, if Trump signs those papers now, sometime today, Diddy gonna be at home in time to watch the New York Giants Sunday. He might even be at the game. You know he gonna want to get out. As soon as he get out, as soon as he get out, he gonna want to get out.
He he just makes it obvious that he's being paid by Diddy, allegedly. Like, why would you say some goofy ish like that? Like, that's just. Mm-mm-mm.
I make big money. I drive big cars. Everybody know me. It's like I'm a movie star. Ooh, Valina. This was 9 days ago.
Yeah, they were running around, um, TMZ included, running around talking about um, Diddy is going to get released. They were really running with that.
He's coming home. He'll be home. But what he say? What did this idiot say?
If Diddy Trump's desk, well, could be singing Diddy going home today. Diddy going home today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it could happen. Diddy's pardon is on Trump's desk.
Fair use.
And with a stroke of a pen, and you know he likes signing his signature, Diddy could be going home. Yeah, fam. Might be going home within 48 hours. So that means that if they release, if Diddy.
Y'all hear this? 51,000 views 9 days ago. And this idiot is sitting here telling people that Diddy was going home. He could be home as early as that Sunday. That was almost that was 9 days, almost 10 days ago. Who is this guy? His name is Willie D. He's a convalescent retired rapper.
Damn. Wow.
How he has 1 million subscribers, I don't know. The only thing that makes sense to me is that he has no problem with telling every lie in the world that they pay him to tell. And it's funny because he just admitted the other day, when he was doing commentary the other day, that a Republican offered to pay him money to say nice things about Donald Trump, and he turned it down.
Mm.
So basically, what he's admitting is that people offer him money to lie,
Mm.
or offer him money to change his opinion or change his attitude, or
Mm-hmm.
like, why would somebody do that if they didn't think that you were susceptible to it? Like, I don't think people really understand. Let's listen a little. If Trump signs those papers now, sometime today, Diddy gonna be at home in time to watch the New York Giants Sunday. He might even be at the game. You know he gonna want to get out. As soon as he get out, as soon as he get out, he want to get out. Yeah, Trump seemed like he warming up to letting Diddy out. You hear this? Fair use. Fair use. Y'all see this? This is what these people get to do. They get to sit online and they get to lie. Now, if it wasn't bad enough for him to say it, TMZ said it. Like, like TMZ. Oh God. They went and they tried to convince everybody. Like, it was like they went from content creator to content creator to content creator to content creator. And then here comes TMZ. New York Post said they contacted the White House and said, no, that's not true. Next thing you know, Deadline came out, said they contacted the White House. White House said, that's not true. And yet you still have content creators that sit online and say, well, it's 50-50 because, Trump can do whatever Trump want to do. It's 50-50. He might just do it. He might just do it. It's 50-50. The next video that Willie D did. Pants are too long. Don't waste money on professional alterations anymore. Cut off exactly the excess length. Leave a 1 centimeter. Hold on a second. The next video that he did. Breaking news. Trump reportedly commuting Diddy's sentence. Diddy's 50-month sentence. Starting with dun, dun, dun. Chastity Fawcett. What's up? Considering commuting Diddy's sentence as early as this week. Not next week, not next month, not next year. As early as this week. Fair use. Fair use. This video got 50,000 views. This one was 6 days ago. So he did 9 days ago and said that Diddy was coming home, and then that didn't happen. And then 6 days ago, 3 days after that, after he was already wrong about spreading misinformation about Diddy, he actually has the audacity to come and say that. I mean, it says breaking. Trump reportedly commuting Diddy's 50-month sentence. So let's go back down memory lane. You can still like the Ghetto Boys. Before Diddy ever got sentenced, I told y'all that Trump was going to pardon him. And I told you also after he got sentenced that Diddy was not going to bring the new year in jail. And I also fair use, did y'all hear that? I told y'all Diddy is not gonna stay in jail. I told y'all Diddy is gonna do this. I told y'all. Oh wow, even Google comes up. Diddy's prison release date has been released to the public. Ugh. I also added that not only would Diddy be going home before the end of the year, he would be going home before the holidays. According to a source, Diddy, Trump is really thinking hard on communication. Some people at the White House staff are urging Trump not to commute the sentence, however. There's people in the White House saying, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But the source says that it's obvious Trump will do what he wants to do. And we're being told that Trump could set Diddy free as early as this week. This was last week. Fair use, fair use. These are the words of an idiot named Willina D live here on YouTube. This is what they do on YouTube. This is what they're doing on social media. He has 1 million subscribers. Now only 50,000 people watched this video. 3 days before that, 51,000 people watched that video. So it's over 100,000 views. I'm just curious. How is this not a bold-faced lie? This was last week. This this was 6 days ago. As you know, family, Diddy is serving a 50-month prison sentence for violating the Mann Act. He served 13 months, and with credit, he could get out in 2 years, but none of that matters if Trump commutes his sentence. As you know, Trump just commuted the sentence of former Congressman George Santos last Friday. So they want to talk about Santos as if Santos and Diddy have anything to do with each other, as if it's the same. It's not the same. Not the same kind of case. Not only that, George Santos was actually charged and convicted of his crimes. Diddy wasn't even he was charged, but the evidence of all that he had done had been admitted from his trial. I mean, it's so funny when you listen to these people and they run their mouth and they do their rhetoric and they talk their crap. It, it's almost as if they didn't know that I don't know, probably 80% of the evidence that should have been admitted in the trial against him didn't even see the light of day. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, dude chilling. He at the house.
Chilling. We do know that almost immediately after Diddy was sentenced earlier this month, his legal team was in touch with a high-ranking White House official who has the ear of Donald Trump regarding commutation or pardon. Just days later, Trump told the media he was aware of the ask.
Yeah, he told the media he was aware of it. And he also said that it was a no go. And sources at the White House have said to multiple outlets that it was a flat out lie. And then TMZ came back and doubled down and said that no, their information is more accurate. They have a better idea of what's going on with the president and what's going on in the White House than everyone else. Is anyone not looking at how egregious this is? I'm just trying to figure out, does anybody not acknowledge how egregious this is? Does anyone not acknowledge how awful this is? There are a lot of people that are still traumatized by the sentence that Diddy actually got. There are a lot of people, especially his victims, especially the people who didn't get acknowledged during the trial, that thought that he didn't get enough time. So for these people to sit online and continue to do this, they're they're inflaming and re-traumatizing these people. Am I wrong?
No.
This guy just sat here and said, didn't I tell y'all he's not going to be in jail for the rest of the year? Didn't I tell y'all that he's getting out? Didn't I tell y'all that he's not going to be in jail for the holidays? I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. That was 6 days ago. Before that, 9 days ago. So, literally, for a week and a half, we have had people out here. It is documented that we have had people out here online lying to people, convincing people
Mm-hmm.
that Diddy's.
Was aware. As you know, Diddy fell out of Trump's graces when he supported Biden in 2020. But Trump didn't slam the door shut on Diddy. Uh, he got some mercy for him.
He does?
We're told is now squarely on the table. The pardon is on the table.
Uh huh.
The pardon is on the table.
It's on the table. How many times are you gonna say that?
The pardon with Diddy's name on it is on the table.
He did a Umar.
Did it? No, no, no. No, he's worse than Umar. Hold on. Let's listen.
It's now squarely on the table.
The pardon's on the table, one.
The pardon is on the table.
Pardon's on the table, two.
The pardon is on the table.
The pardon's on the table, three. Usually that's where Omar breaks it.
The pardon with Diddy's name on it.
The pardon with Diddy's name.
All Trump gotta do is take that little gnarly hand and just
take that old gnarly hand.
It's over.
And it's over.
And Diddy get to go home.
Guys, someone just got $200,000. Okay. Can somebody explain to me how he has a channel? Can somebody explain to me how anybody believes any freaking thing that he says? I'm and he's sitting there. He's literally sitting there like bragging.
Yes. Pro Diddy going home, if not for Diddy getting railroaded, them railroading a black man. See,
they railroaded him.
While I understand that we can't have predators in our neighborhood no matter what color they are, we also cannot have the government indiscriminately targeting black men. And
We can't have the government indiscriminately targeting black men. Okay. Diddy was targeted?
Hmm. I mean, I'm hearing deviant behavior, but targeted, nah, I don't know.
Well, he's on the SA registry. He's on the SA offender registry list. So clearly there was enough evidence to have him put on that. Um, if I'm correct, Cassie's lawsuit dropped and was settled within 24 hours, November, almost 2 years ago in 2023. And after that, that's when the feds got involved, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. After Cassie's lawsuit. So the raid didn't happen until March. Oh, the raid didn't happen until late March of 2024. Then the Cassie video came out May of 2024, and he wasn't arrested until September of 2024. How is that targeted? The details of all of the wild, crazy stuff that he paid to have settled in 24 hours from the lawsuit's release that had been out there for almost a year. They did a raid where they found all kinds of stuff. How is that targeted? It seems like they had just cause
Mm-hmm.
to bring charges against him. And guess what? He was still roaming free after the raid. Then the Cassie tape came out. And guess what? He was still on the streets for a whole nother 4 months before they arrested him. How was that targeted? Now, what I will say is targeted individuals are usually heavily surveillanced. Targeted individuals are usually ran into custody on multiple occasions. Targeted individual, you see what I'm saying? Am I making sense? He was okay. He was targeted. I don't know, guys.
and railroading black men who they don't like
Mm,
or who their allies don't like.
mm,
We can't allow or we can't ever support individuals who work within government to weaponize the DOJ to go after people that they don't like just because they don't like them.
mm.
And we all know ain't no way possible if Diddy was a white dude, he'd be going through something like this. Because,
If Diddy was a white dude, he wouldn't be going through something like this. Harvey Epstein did. Actually, Harvey Epstein was in the same.
Harvey Epstein
I
or
mean,
Harvey
Harvey.
Weinstein? Which one?
No, Jeffrey
You
Epstein.
getting them? You getting your pedo? You getting your
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad, cause Harvey Weinstein is sitting in jail.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Jeffrey
You getting
Epstein.
your
Jeffrey Epstein was in the same jail that Diddy was in when his life came to an end.
yeah,
So what is he talking about? If Diddy was white, he wouldn't be going through this.
yeah.
I don't. I know Harvey Epstein. I took him and I threw them all in a trick bag, didn't I? Like this guy is an idiot.
Jerry Lee Lewis, they was at it young, boy, they was getting them young. They was
Now
getting them
Jerry
as
Lee
14.
Lewis.
And You know, they got museums.
They all act alike, my eye.
Yeah. And then what's that other dude? That actor. I mean that actor slash director, Woody or something. He went back to he took off and went back over to England after he committed all those crimes.
Now he's saying Woody Allen.
Yeah.
That wasn't Woody Allen. That was Roman Polanski.
Oh yeah. That was Roman Polanski.
Woody Allen was never convicted of anything other than in the court of public appearance, well, a public opinion, after he married his adopted Asian daughter. That's what Woody Allen. uh, So, so he has a platform of 1 million people, and he gets to sit here and just.
He took off and went back over to England.
It wasn't England. It was France. It was France, where there's no extradition.
He married his cousin. He married some little adopted girl or something, little underage girl.
That was Woody Allen, but Woody Allen is not Roman Polanski.
Woody Allen, that's his name.
No.
Woody Allen. Woody was laying the wood on underage girls, and they to this day still celebrate him.
Pause. That's defamation. That's defamation and slander. That wasn't Woody Allen. Unfortunately, was it bad taste for Woody Allen to marry his adopted daughter? Yeah. They brought the child into their home, him and Mia Farrow, when she was young. And after they raised her up, he trained her up, then he married her. It's terrible. Wait a minute.
Woody Allen, that's his name. Woody Allen. Woody was laying the wood on underage girls, and they to this day still celebrate him. They still watch his movies. They got his movies on all of the major networks. You can order if you want to watch the movie. You can order it if it's not already in rotation right now. This is the double standard. Yeah, stepdaughter, right? Appreciate that.
Not stepdaughter, adopted. She was Asian. Now, do I think allegedly he touched me as kid too? I know. I've seen the documentary. I watched all about it. Yet he was never convicted. And he was still allowed to spend time with the kids. Yeah, oh, Willena D.
God dang.
He married his adopted daughter after she was legal. But he just sat here and said that Woody Allen committed a bunch of crimes, total creep. And is it possible that he's a PDFer? Yes, it is. But guess what? Possible and is two different things. Now, I want y'all to think about what the tone of this conversation is that we're having here today. What brought me here was the simple fact that a bunch of weirdo content creators decided to go live and do a reaction to an AI video that was a lie, because the only video that I ever did and the only thumbnail that I ever had Erica Kirk on was when I said, I will not be discussing her. She is not content
And
for
that was
me.
it. That was it.
How crazy is it that I actually only did one video? And let's be clear, the Charlie Kirk content and talking about any of that was hot content.
Hmm.
A lot of people got hundreds of thousands of views, made money off of all of that.
See what I'm thinking is these trolls, these op network, these op channels, they were under the impression and they were expecting you to go in on all of the hot topic conversations so that they can piggyback of all off of what you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. That's what they need. They need me to talk about the stuff that they're talking about so that they can use my name to propel their shwill and their lies in the algorithm. Because that's the only reason both ways talked about me at all, is because they needed to use my name in a video to push their dead content. But to sit here, he just sitting here making Roman Polanski, Woody Allen, saying that he was committed all these crimes and then ran to England when it was actually Frank. Like it's amazing.
So it's the double standard, family, that I don't like. And it's the double standard that we can't get used to approving. We can't
Double
ever get that type of
standards.
stuff I support, because if it could happen to Diddy, who's a billionaire,
See, that's what he's concerned with.
you know damn well it could happen to you or me or somebody that we care about. Think about that.
Think about this. If Demore Hadley can be tricked into going to a business meeting where she thinks she's about to do an appraisal on a job for her company, and instead she was lured there to be put in a mental hospital with fake evidence and fake eyewitness testimony and no corroborating anything. If it can happen to Demore Hadley, then it can happen to anyone else too. If a bunch of YouTubers can sit around online and create AI images and evidence of me and call the police and report me to the police 80 million times and say that I'm this and say that I'm that and say that it's this and say that it's that and do all of these things, and I be arrested live on camera, if it can happen to me, then it can happen to anybody. Hmm. Yeah. It's the gaslighting, um and then he's sitting there trying to get people to feel sorry for who?
Hmm.
He's trying to make people care. The thing is, what does him being a billionaire matter? He should be held into account just like anybody else,
Yep.
whether he's a billionaire or not. The way he's talking, the way he's making it sound, he's kind of trying to make it sound like because Diddy's a billionaire, this shouldn't be happening to him at all. So
There shouldn't be any accountability, right?
if it can happen, if it can happen to a billionaire, then what do you think will happen to you? Why shouldn't it be able to happen to a billionaire?
Oh.
Like, this is insane. And he has 1 million subscribers. And he gets paid to sit here on his channel and lie and lie and lie. You want to know what's interesting? I don't see him talking about Diddy coming home today. He literally said in that last video, someone came to him and was like, "Hey, Willie, Diddy not coming home. He not getting out." And actually, let me, because it wasn't long after that. Let me pull that part up because you need to hear those hair vitamins you're taking. You need to hear how cocky he was.
Can't ever get that type of stuff I support, because if it could happen to Diddy, who's a billionaire, you know damn well it could happen to you and me, or somebody that we care about.
Woody Allen, she was
That.
13. No,
This is America.
that's not. No, it was Roman. And,
Billionaires don't
oh,
go to
somebody
jail.
did jump
Hold on,
into the
got me
chat
one.
and say Roman
The
Polanski.
Black Party is officially open. Got me one. Here we go.
Bet you he don't correct it.
Boom. Out of here. Just a reminder, we around here we get rid
Diddy
of
is not
trolls
getting
because
pardoned.
trolls are hoes.
Oh, you hear this?
And we
Around
can
here,
block them and keep on moving.
we get rid of trolls
We
because
don't give
trolls
them,
is
we
hoes.
don't say their name. We ignore them like their daddy did. And, we disown them like their mothers did. You know, don't show them don't give them no action, just like the people in their life that they tried to call themselves romantically interested in. They never had a good time, never had good, they never had good luck with in that type of situation. So our goal here is to
Wait a minute. Pause. He's sitting there. He's sitting there talking about trolls and talking about their mama and their daddy, and they don't get no action, and he don't pay them no attention. They just get blocked. They just get banned. Whoopty whoopty woo, yada yada. He's the biggest troll in this whole conversation. He's trolling. I,
make sure that those losers stay on a losing streak. Yeah, man. What's up, Keith? Keith Henry.
Roman Polanski is the French director who skipped
like Henry,
ill
but it's Henry.
after his shot. Like, there's people literally in his chat trying to correct him.
Charlene Evans.
And he talking about Woody Allen. He's not acknowledging nothing.
All right, y'all, where y'all at with it, man? Diddy going home this week? Give me a thumbs up if y'all think it's gonna go down this week. If it's going down this week, give me a thumbs up. Thumbs down and say, nah, he ain't gonna do it, man. He ain't gonna do it.
How many people are thumbs upping? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Let's see where
6.
y'all at with it. Let's see where you at with it.
Somebody said Thanksgiving, free Diddy,
Sharon
free R. Kelly.
B up, Tony B up, Richie O down.
That's not a lot of people.
Tiffany up, RMP up, her up, Michael up, Battle up, Dorel up, Kyla up.
Oh, there's more.
Up, King up.
That's wild.
Shamar up.
Right now, it's looking like 1 out of every 5 people is saying no in his chat. This is crazy. Just sitting here convincing people. Just sitting here convincing people.
Angela Jefferson up.
Trump may give Diddy a presidential award. Let's
I'm gonna
check
delete the comment
TMZ
right now.
Live.
I ain't gonna block you just yet, but you got to come on here and be a little bit more respectful, bro. You can't come on here with all that wild energy, because if I let you get away with it, then you're gonna have people that don't understand this platform that's gonna jump on here for the first time, and they're gonna see your energy, and they're gonna think that's the type of energy we have over here.
Diddy
And that ain't
Lou
what we do over
brand
here.
coming
Over
soon,
here,
very
we do a little
soon,
venting and
folks.
stuff from time to time, but a lot of what we do is information and instructions. A lot of what
Information and instructions.
Mm.
He just said that. A lot of what we do here is information and instructions. That's kind of scary because most of the information that he just gave was wrong. And now here we are a week later, and Diddy's still sitting in jail. And now the new headline is Diddy's official release date. It is May of 2028. But it could be 50-50. He could still be getting out.
Mm.
I want y'all to think about all the people that they tried to trick and believe. This is content creating. This is what they do. And he sat up here
we
for an
do
hour
over
and
here
40
is
minutes
try to get an
selling this
understanding.
story.
You see, so but all of that, all them all that profanity and unnecessary stuff, we don't do that over here. Because what happens is that you end up missing the whole message, and you just have people just jumping on there, just rambling and venting, and that's all it's, and that's all the platform becomes about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only energy. Like, and I'm not trying to do that. They can go to World Star and get that.
They can go to World Star. What can they get from you?
But I do feel you. Yeah, just because I said that don't mean I'm not. I don't feel the same way. I'm just talking about the tone, the tone.
He's sitting here reading the chat.
Larry Rucker Jr.
Wow.
To all the ISVs and software developers.
So basically, what it looks like to me is, and we don't have to, we're not going to review this anymore. What it looks like to me is that his job is to convince people. I mean, what does it sound like to you?
Yeah, exactly. Just like how you said.
His mind's playing tricks on him. Salute. Salute on that, Alina. No, I really want people to just pay attention to what's going on. Um, there's a lot of people that say and do a lot of things to make money on this app or to be relevant on this app or to stay in the algorithm. A lot of people use me, they use my name. I don't really think it's fair. I don't think it's cool, especially when people are just telling out and out bold-faced lies. If you have to use AI content to do a reaction video to slander and defame me or to make it seem like I said something, I think that's kind of disgusting, but I watch a lot of people do it. A lot of people do all kinds of things. They say all kinds of things. And yet nobody ever wants to talk about what's real. Nobody ever wants to talk about what's actually happening in this world. We have so much disinformation. We got so many false stories, and people are just doing it over and over and over and over again. Now the thing is I could go and I could pull up, I don't know how many different content creators ran with the same story. Diddy's coming home. Diddy's coming home. Diddy's getting pardoned. TMZ said. TMZ said. And guess what? Now here we are. For 10 days, they tried to push this. And now it's, he's not coming home. He's not coming home until May of 2028. And people are this, and people are that, and people are this, and people are that. And yo, gee, I can't even begin. Yeah, and they're all liars. Meanwhile, everyone's calling me a liar. That's the funny thing about it. All of these people that sit here on this app and lie all the time. I could go and I could pick out lie for lie for lie for lie. Haven't most of them called me a liar? And yet nobody calls them out for the lies that they tell. So yeah, that was pretty much what it was, right? That was just just a quick little chat. I shouldn't even call it a quick little chat because we've been here almost 2 hours. I want to thank everybody for coming through today. Good to see everyone. Just we wanted to just really just acknowledge uh this is crazy. It's just crazy to me. It- the lies. Diddy's coming home. Diddy's coming home. Trump is pardoning him. The White House said this. The White House said this. The White House said that's a lie. That's not happening. That's a flat out lie. That's not happening. Donald Trump is the only person, the president is the only person who decides who's doing it. See, it's 50-50. That's not how that comes off to me. How that comes off to me is I don't know who's telling y'all that Diddy's getting pardoned, but we're telling you it's not happening, and the president makes the decisions, not Harvey over at TMZ, not YouTube. Not that's how that comes off to me. You had to get a new phone and email address just to find me? That's wild.
Dang. Really?
That's wild.
You had to get out the algorithm.
That goes to show exactly how hard they work to keep people from being able
I
to
believe
find
it.
me.
That's what they do.
Yeah, yeah, but no. We haven't seen you in a while. I wonder. So while they man. Oh, and you're in London. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, the truth is in this world, anything could be possible, Monique. But what we do know is he ain't roaming around on the streets. That's what we do know. The sad part about it is all of the people that thinks that he shouldn't have to go to jail at all. All of the people that saw him, do the things that he did and know what's real is what's real. I mean, yeah, a lot of people weren't seeing a lot of things because I was being handled up and moved around in the algorithm. Uh, but here we are.
You girl gonna lie.
Oh,
Candace.
oh, Jesus. Okay, so yeah, um, we gonna get out of here and we gonna holler at y'all another time. Love you. We stay strong. You stay strong. And oh, you reported it because it's a mocking and harassing video. Well, thank you. And I mean, I suggest that we all do that. If we see things that we know aren't true, if we see things that we know are going against the guidelines, then we should all report. And anyone who feels that way, It's that's what you should do. That's what you should do. That's what we should all do. So, all right. Salute Auntie Leah. Thank you. For our mods who have been here, thank you. Archangel Michael. Yes, Odell is feeling much better, much better. And you know, you put my name in, I'm sure you can find it, Melissa. You'll see it. But I say all that to say every day they find a new way to lie on me. Every day they find a new way to lie about Diddy. It it's just the cloud of it all for me. I don't understand how people who can constantly sit there and say she's not credible, she's a liar, she's a this and she's a that, use me every day to feed their families. It's wild. So, all right, on that note, no, I never said that Erica Kirk was a Diddy bop. Never said that. Never said that at all. Not even remotely. Didn't even come out of my mouth. But yeah, okay. Peace.